Welcome back. Our next story sounds like a perfect scenario. A young couple brings a puppy into their lives in hopes it'll get them ready for being parents. Well, the puppy that stole Brandy and Chris McDaniel's heart was found at a pet store while they were on vacation. And as you'll see in our tail-end feature of the week, it changed their lives forever.
I walked into the pet store and picked her up, and my husband knew he was in trouble because she came home with us.
Just like many couples, Brandy and Chris McDaniel thought by bringing a puppy into their lives, it would be a great way to prepare them for having a baby someday.
Absolutely. I have, friends that have dogs, and they say that they're great, great training tool, but for children, and sometimes can even be harder, because it's hard to tell what's wrong with her, and so we're constantly guessing if something is wrong. We've been through so many problems.
From day one, the joy of bringing home their new puppy turned into a nightmare for the McDaniels.
Right when we got her home, she was urinating blood. So actually she wasn't healthy when we got her. So we were rushing her at a puppy to the vet in the middle of the night to deal with her bleeding, peeing blood. So they said it was, urine problems at that time. They weren't sure if it was a defect or doing ultrasounds, spending all this money to try to figure out what's wrong with the new puppy that we just got.
Just imagine, the first 4 years of Layla's life entailed monthly lab testing, antibiotics 6 to 8 times a year at about $250 per prescription. They even tried to surgically solve Layla's chronic urinary tract problems.
People think we're crazy, but there's just something about her, I can't describe it. She fills our heart, and, we love her a lot, and she entertains us and keeps us happy. I never thought a dog could be as special as she is.
Layla is a Neapolitan Mastiff who's 5.5 years old, who we examined for chronic recurrent urinary tract infections. Looking
for some sort of quality of life for her dog, Brandy turned to veterinarian Dr. Kendra Schaefer.
I think her problem, a lot of it was the mechanics of her bladder sphincter. So I think her sphincter was not tight, and so it made that very easy for the bacteria to travel.
Dr. Schaefer adjusted Layla's medication to help her bladder muscle work more efficiently. She also added a quality cranberry extract supplement to her canine patient's daily regimen. Yes, the same cranberries Mom recommended for your health is also good for man's best friend.
In fact, cranberries are helpful not only for preventing infections in humans, but we've also found that they work in other animal species, such as dogs. And we've done an extensive project here in our lab helping to develop a product called crananidin. The great thing about the mechanism, the way that cranberry works to prevent infections, is that it's inhibiting a step in the infection process. It's not killing the bacteria, so you're not developing a resistance to this mechanism like you would with an antibiotic. So literally, you could take cranberry every day for the rest of your life and it'll still work the same. You're not going to build up resistant bacterial populations. So this is great. It's a natural way to do this. You don't have to go on these low-dose antibiotics to prevent infection.
Dr. Amy Howell's latest research on cranberries is very exciting since urinary tract infections are very common in dogs as well as men. Matter of fact, just like humans, it's mostly seen in the female dog population. So a cranberry extract a day may just keep your dog's veterinarian visits at bay.
She's been really clinically extremely well, and I have to believe that the cranididine has been that's the main thing that's been changed. And she's had problems her whole life, so I really think that's what has made the difference with her.
That's really helped. It seems we're not down to doing urinalysis every month. It might be every, 6 months we're doing urinalysis just to check. But we're not dealing with, any problems right now, so it seems to be working.
The key thing is, if your dog is having or has had repeated blood in their urine or having accidents in the house, don't mess around, talk to your veterinarian. As for the McDaniel family, these days they're simply living life with Layla by their side.
She likes to chase crabs, so it's really funny to take her at night and shine the crabs, and then she'll run and try to get them, and it's really funny to watch because she's very determined, so she tries to get those crabs.
We wish the McDaniels and Layla many happy and healthy years. Well, that's all the time we have left this week. Remember, until next week, it's your life, live it, and live it well.